Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Vanilla, the Bloodsail Buccaneers server, and our hardcore priest run. Now, normally I don't start at the login screen, but if you'll remember, last time I had surprise maintenance kick us out of the game. And we were in the middle of a field. I think maybe we were near some Scarlet guys, so we're starting here today, and we hope that when we log in that A, we're actually alive. This is a good sign, but we might not actually be alive, or we might be in a really bad spot, so... You know, we were in Durotar, so... It wasn't Scarlet, guys. Where did we get logged out? I don't remember it all. Oh, it's been a couple of days, I'll tell you. Okay, it was trolls. Just as bad as Scarlet, guys. Let's move our butts out of here and just try to drop aggro. Oh, we got aggro on something else. You know, doing some things like Power Word Shield would be good. Maybe even healing ourselves up and just taking this raptor out is going to be the... Oh, he leashed really easily. Okay. Well, that's a relief. We're still alive. I don't know why I thought we were in Tearsfall Glades. That's so weird. The old brain just isn't working like it used to, I'll tell you what. Let's track the Durotar Tiger Furs. These are done. Kolkar Aggression, we might be able to go get the plans now that we're level 8. And we're still working on the kill quest here, that's right. One more tiger and a handful of trolls. And we'll be done with this one. Let's go ahead and buff ourselves. Full 30 minutes. And let's get into the swing of things here. Let's go to our Immersive tab. That's right, we weren't really using much Shadow Word Pain. We were basically just powering through them with Smite, which seemed to be working pretty well. It seems to be working pretty well, except that it is a little bit mana intensive, obviously. But I think that when we're fighting higher level guys, it's worth it just to go for the most DPS we can get in our rotation. Especially if we're kind of assured that we're not pulling ads. We can afford to burn through the mana a little bit. This will be the last regular troll we need. Then we need to find some voodoo trolls. That was a pretty big resist, not great for us. Oh, she caught a big heal. Oh no. Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna be fine. As long as we don't get any ads. As long as she actually dies. There we go. Kinda wish this would help us regenerate some mana too, wouldn't that be cool? It would be nice if you could pick. If you could pick whether it was like Devour Flesh for health or Devour Soul for mana. And you can kind of pick one at the beginning of your run. Tailored to your class, obviously. Voodoo Troll? Yep, you're what we need. This little area right here is just so very nostalgic, obviously, of Stranglethorn. Like, if I don't think about it too much, it almost feels like we're in Stranglethorn. We can shoot this guy right through the tree, actually. We don't have to get any closer. There's the heal. Let's just keep casting through it. We knew it was going to happen. We have no way to interrupt the heal right now besides... killing him. Well, that could have gone a little bit better. I would like to loot him. Looting him might get dangerous, obviously. Eluding him did get dangerous. I'm fine with 1. We have 2. I don't want 2. I don't want 2. So we are going to come over here and leash them. I feel really good on this character about our ability to run away. We can run away. As long as we have just the barest scrap of mana, we can throw up Power Word Shield, and I bet we can get away from almost anything. Maybe, like, if we had 2 elites on us, dead. If we had an elite on us and they stunned us, and we had no shield up, probably dead. Besides that, like, normal enemies, packs of them, I think we're gonna be able to flee for our lives really, really efficiently. and I think that's gonna be why this character lives longer than others. I shouldn't say that so soon, but I do have a feeling. I did pick this class for a reason. It's because I do have the hope that where the others have fallen, we will stand and continue forward. There we go, that's 4 out of 4 for the Durotar Tiger. I should pay more attention to stuff like this. Renders them unable to move. That could be really useful for us, seeing as how we're a caster. We have 10 of them, and I don't know if it's a situation where we want to hold on to them. The problem with items like that is, like, you could hold on to them forever and never use them. Maybe we'll try to use them reactively. To, like, save ourselves. But the first step is for me to acknowledge that I have these. Well, let's cut inward. We have an ice storm coming through today. They actually canceled schools yesterday. Which is like the earliest I've ever seen them do that in Michigan. Usually in Michigan, they don't close anything down. Unless it's like possible feet and feet of snow. But yeah, it just barely started to snow when I came down into my office. So we'll see what it's like once I finish today's recording and check out the world. Not really happy about the snow, to be honest. It had been warm for the past few days. The sun had been peeking out pretty consistently. And now we have a giant ice storm of some variety. We're done here. I'm just talking and fighting stuff. And we're totally done. Let's get ourselves out of here safely. You know what? Oh, we can't hearth because our hearth is set back in Gallows End. But yeah, that's what's going on here. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been affected by the winter weather in various parts of the country because we've been having a lot of that this year, and this is no exception. February in Michigan reminds you just enough that there is a springtime coming, and just enough gets it in your head that, like, you just get tormented after that by every snowy day. You know that you're probably going to see snow all the way until April, but you start to see these sunny, nice days, and you convince yourself, you get convinced that spring is on the way soon. And it's not. Buckle up, Buttercup, lots of winter to go. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. It's nice to be here. It's very pretty here, and it feels like it would be warm. Warm would be nice. On top of that, on the eve of the ice storm last night, our furnace pilot light gave out. It just stopped auto-igniting. The gas would kick in, you could manually light it, and then, you know, after 2 minutes it would cycle off and it wouldn't come back on. So, luckily someone was able to, like, do an emergency call and come out after hours at, like, 6:30, I think it was, to take care of that immediately. And I owe that man a huge debt of gratitude and, you know, my comfort for last night and today, because at first he kind of thought maybe he'd come out this morning, but with the ice storm now I know there's no way that would have been an option, so we're very lucky that he was able to come out in the evening yesterday. So yeah, that's been my little bit. Dead Furnace, and then news of impending ice apocalypse. Part 3, I think, at this point. It's been interesting. Everything's worked out pretty well so far, though, so we'll see how this snowstorm goes.
How you doing, man?
Nothing we can use from the Zalzane quest, that's sad.
Be seeing ya.
Let's come up here and vendor everything really quick.
Airy man. Good to meet ya.
What you want? Stay away from the voodoo.
Alright, let's go get the Centaur attack plans. I think that's the last thing that we have to do down here. And what we'll do then is we'll take the breadcrumb up to Razor Hill, and then we'll hearth back to Gallows End, and we'll start questing in Tearsfall. Some of you guys expressed that you'd really like to see Silverpine and Tearsfall, and yeah, we are definitely going to do those in this playthrough. We're going to be zone hopping, but we're going to be able to do basically 100% of both of the zones that we're hopping through, basically. That's kind of what you can do in Classic. You don't out-level stuff in Classic Vanilla the way you do in later expansions. Mainly because you're leveling a lot slower, and I think the ranges of the quests are also arranged a little bit differently. Okay, there are some attack plans to the left and to the right up here. Let's go this way first. This spot probably could be dangerous. I've seen bodies back here. And there aren't a lot of other players around, so we are going to have to be careful. I probably should have bought some water. Gonna have to be doing some melee here and like annoy some of you guys really badly. Just to be mana conservative a little bit. This is gonna be a... no, not a caster, maybe. Outrunner. Oh, they're gonna be an archer. Alright, here are the Valley of Trials attack plans. Attacking the Valley of Trials, how low can you get? Centaur scum, man. I'm not sure what exactly happened to the hardcore guild that we were in. Not really sure what happened to that. It's now Souls of Steel. So I think there was a little bit of a behind the scenes rework. So, a little bit strange. But the side effect of the point that I was getting at with that, the side effect of that is that I feel like the guild chat is not terrible. Some of the things that I saw in some of the other guild chats were things that I could not even think to display. But since we went through the little reorg here, whatever they did that changed, the guild chat has been a lot more tame, I've noticed. The side effect of that is I think they disconnected with the other hardcore guilds, so you'll notice we're not getting as many pop-ups. I just don't have the time to like be more active in guild stuff or even start to put my toes into that space. Time is not the right word. I don't have energy for it. I guess that's probably the right word. I do have time. I do have time, I just have lots of different ways I'd rather spend it. Yeah, there's plans here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. That's what we came here for, not the chests. We came here for the plans. Okay. And there's one more. We did get into combat with this guy, which is not the greatest thing that could have happened to us. Let's do this. We can stand out of their range for a minute and just kind of sit on our natural regen here. Oh, we can't really afford to do that for much longer. She seems like she's confused about what to do. Yeah, she keeps trying to wonder if she should pull out her bow. That's good. I like to keep them in that confused spot. That's working fine. Oh, shite. Okay, we're gonna have to run from this. Yeah, it's time to run and get our mana back. We'll have to re-clear in, but we're not gonna be able to fight both these guys. Okay. Let's drink all of our mana back. We dinged because one of the guys back there finished off somebody we had been fighting. Thank you, buddy. I've never dinged level like that before. I've never passively dinged level while sitting and drinking. So there we go. There's a screen cap for that somewhere. I'll have to find it. And that was a first for me. Level 9. Very nice. Kinda made sitting there and drinking moot, but that's okay. Assuming he just grabbed it, it'll probably take it a second to respawn. There it is. Yeah, they respawn really quickly. Lots of activity here in Durator today. That's what I like to see. You are respawning. Not a lot of priests down. We are one of only 3 priests. Warriors and shaman, highly represented.
How you doing, man? Spirits be with
And that is it for Senjin Village, guys. We are going to head up to Razor Hill. We're going to turn in our breadcrumbs there. We'll pick up any quests there, I think. How many quests do we have? We're pretty good. Oh, we can only have 20 in vanilla. I thought we had 25 spots. But that is not the case. We do need to find Gordo and get that turned in once we get back over into Tearswall Glades. We lost Garments of Darkness, but it's probably still going to be worth it to do it to get the item. North near the Cemetery of the Wounded Death Guard. We should have did this before we left. That's my bad. I should have got this done. We could have been rocking these robes the whole time. How sick would that have been? You know, I turned the music down today to do the intro, and I never turned it back up. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the nice comments about the gnome. I really appreciate that you guys are very positive with your comments and your lamentations. Even when we get killed because of my complete stupidity, you guys are pretty kind, and I really do appreciate that. I think I'm probably hard enough on myself in my own mind. I'm always up for criticism, but I appreciate how nice you guys are. Truly, I do. There's lots of things you could say that would be absolutely true and brutal, and you guys don't say them. You're the best. You have something to report? Well then, let's have it. We cannot allow the Burning Blade a foothold in Durator. We must destroy them before their evil festers. I've undergone my own investigations and found that a Burning Blade warlock, the Goblin Fizzle Darkstorm, has camped in Thunder Ridge. Oh man, oof. I am not looking forward to taking on Fizzle Darkclaw again. I think we will grab these just to kind of keep track of their when they go green. So we have some idea. Yeah, I think we just grab some of them. We probably don't need to grab everything here. We'll have opportunity to pick everything else up later. Let's get this turned in.
McGraw. Be safe.
Okay, with that done, we'll close the book on Durator for now. And let's hearth back over to Tearsfall Glades. And we will get going over on that side of the world.
I haven't got all day.
Guys, I'm going to hold on to this light leather forever. I don't know how we got it, but there are some tailoring mats that are going to require us to have a couple of pieces of light leather to make blue items and stuff, so any leather we get our hands on, we must keep. I'll have to maybe even put it in my bank so that I don't accidentally sell it and that it's not taking up space. But we have to keep it. Because we have no other way to get leather. We can't trade, we can't use the auction house, we can't use the mailbox. So we have to hold on to what we do get. I'm going to do some organizing here. That is better.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Okay, let's see. You have a quest.
What is it?
Deaths in the family. The Agamemnon family was the most prosperous family in Tearsfall Glades. I used to work their mills before the plague. When the Scourge first came, the Agamemnons fortified their home and convinced those in their employ to remain and help them defend. We were fools, but at least we were loyal fools. The Agamemnons, in their pride, doomed us to undeath, and now they are minions of the Scourge. Serve the Forsaken by defeating the Agamemnons who fell to the plague. Serve me by bringing me their remains.
I am
And the Haunted Mills. Devlin Agamemnon was the younger of two sons in the Agamemnon family, and in life the two could not be more different. Thurman was tall and gentle, while his younger brother was weak and sharp-tongued. When Agamemnon Mills fell to the plague, I was not surprised to hear that Devlin was quick to succumb. His mad chattering can still be heard near the road leading to the Agamemnon Mills. I'm collecting the remains of the Agamemnons, and I want poor Devlin to find him, destroy him, and bring me his bones.
trust no one.
He's collecting them. Why not? Like minifigs or something. That's cute. Except they're like full figs. 1-to-1 scale, right? 1-to-1 scale figs. Guess you gotta do something with your unlife, you know? You gotta have hobbies.
I'm listening.
It's so cold now. The plague of undeath crawls through my veins like an icy serpent. The mindless state will soon be upon me. But no doomed destiny will prevent me from serving our Dark Lady. When the call arose, I sewed body bags for the fallen soldiers of Sylvanas' mighty army. Now my hands shake from the chill. If you would bring me 5 dustbat pellets and some coarse thread, I could sew myself a blanket. Okay, weird, but okay.
Trust no
There's a blanket right here and a rug. There's a fire in the hearth downstairs. Maybe you should think about going down there. Priest, are we caught up on training? Oh, we're not. Let's grab Renew. I don't really care about Fade. Discouraging enemies from attacking you. No thanks. Not right now. And Lesser Heal rank 2 we will grab though. This still heals for 58. That's not a lot.
Where the living.
If we need a heal, we probably just need it to heal us. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get this out here. Let's get Renew out.
Speak quickly.
Okay, there we go.
Come.
We need to find Gordo. That's fine. Putrid Claws. Fields of Grief. Where are these guys at? Oh yeah, they're past the Fields of Grief. Dustbat Pelts. Haunted Mills. Maggot Eye. Lots of stuff to do, guys. Tons and tons of stuff to do, and I'm not convinced that we've grabbed everything. I am not convinced that we have all the quests. We can only track 5 at a time. Yeah, here we go. Magistrate Sovereign.
better be good.
The mass graves southwest of Garen's Haunt to the north were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Tearsfall suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in these graves have so far been spared in undeath, but the Scourge now send Rodhide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Your task is twofold: slay the Rodhide at their mass grave and Garen's Haunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life.
Remember, patience, discipline.
I feel like we have to check all these buildings. A lot of you guys have told me that I should just use Questy. We went through, it's funny because we went through the same cycle with like original Vanilla Classic release. Is that I refuse to use add-ons, and people would just tell me, hey, you should really use Questy. You're gonna like using Questy. You should use Questy. And I didn't for a long time. I think I went like a year and a half without using Questy. And then it wasn't until Season of Mastery, like late Season of Mastery character, like we were in like the level 50s, I think, before I actually started using Questy. The best thing about Questy is that it shows you where to pick up quests, and it shows you what level those quests are. That kind of stuff is really good information for someone trying to do a hardcore run. So in the future I might use Questy. I might use it. I'm not against it. A lot of you guys say that it won't affect immersion. Sometimes I think that like immersion is better served for you guys when I'm not bumbling around trying to find something. When I can just, you know, kind of glance at the map and plan like a smart route. I feel like it's easier for you guys to be immersed when that's how things work out. A lot of times I do know where to go, but there are those times when I have no idea. And there are those times when I miss picking up a quest because I simply don't see it. And Questy helps a lot with stuff like that. So I may turn it on. I'm curious to hear more of your guys' thoughts about it. I don't have it in the rules for this playthrough that we're not using it. I have the rules in the description for the hardcore run. I think I actually listed Questy in the add-ons that we're using in the description of the videos. Because originally I thought I was going to just turn it on. And then I kind of just didn't. But I think it is in the description as one of the add-ons we're using. And I'm going to leave it there, so, you know, at any moment we could be using Questy. I just want to make sure that I don't miss any quests. I'm like, especially being in zones like Tearsfall Glades and then going into Silverpine, places that I don't quest a lot. The Barrens too, man. The Barrens is so vast. I know that there are so many quests that I'll miss. I feel that way about so much of Vanilla. Like, so many of the zones, I feel like there's all these hidden nooks and crannies where there are quests that I don't know anything about. Let's get a little bit of mana back here. I really can't wait until we get a wand. It's going to be good when we don't have to just smite. I kind of like smite. The thing is, it's such a fast cast, kind of, that I actually don't mind spamming that one button over and over again. It's kind of satisfying too, actually, because it deals a pretty decent chunk of damage, but you get to press it quite a few times. The part of it that I don't enjoy is blowing through our mana, but this part of the character won't last. And so this will probably be the only level range when we're just burning smite like this. I still haven't made a big decision on whether or not we're going full into discipline or if we're going to go full into shadow. We have time to decide, because the very first thing we have to do, no matter what spec we have to go 5 points into shadow to get Spirit Tap. Spirit Tap is going to be the tool that keeps our mana going. So we have till level 15 to kind of look at the talents and see what we want to do. We had a priest Athos back in the day in vanilla that was full discipline, and the combats got slow as we got higher up in level. The fights were slow, but we lived. But I'm also now convinced that like kill rate is king in hardcore. And I started to get that idea on the warrior a little bit too late. I kept talking about, you know, I probably should just go full arms, get the crits, get the bleeds, and I don't think that would have saved us from how we died. But I definitely did get the idea that you want to work for that faster kill rate. Survivability in a prolonged fight in hardcore is not really what you want, because you don't want a prolonged fight. So when you're setting your character up super defensively to be able to survive an encounter with multiple enemies, you're basically building a character that's set up for the worst possible scenario in hardcore, which is that you'll be fighting multiple enemies at a time. You don't want to do that. You want to fight one enemy at a time, kill them quickly. And even if you get two enemies, you want to kill them both quickly. Because the longer you might live, because what happens is like we're gonna stand there and live, and then stuff respawns around you. You know, you've been in this fight for 3 minutes, it's a knockdown, drag out fight, but you're doing it with potions, you're getting by, you know, and then suddenly the fight's been going on so long that this guy respawns, and this guy respawns. And then you're running, you know, then you're taking some hits, then you're dazed, then these guys aggro anyway, and it's all over. Whereas if you'd have killed faster, you could have got out of there before the respawns. You'd have had less health at the end of it, but you'd have got out of the area. And so that is kind of what's been on my mind. And I'm thinking about that disc, and it's like, well, that was survivable and great, but it was slow. It was slow, and you know, normally that doesn't matter, because in normal WoW, you get killed, you run back to your corpse. Not so here. So yeah, I'm gonna look at Shadow a little bit more deeply as we put some points into it to get going. I just know that we're gonna miss that powered up powered shield, you know. I believe we need these guys, yeah, for putrid claws, right? We are going to have to get the next rank of water soon, because this water is not completely filling our mana bar once we drink all of it. I want to shield up first. I got to remember to shield up first. Oop, we aggroed that guy. That was a big oof. I don't think we need the... Oh, no. We don't need these hounds, do we? For some reason I thought we needed blood. But I don't think we have that quest yet. Either way, some of them are in our way and that guy aggroed, so we're going to have to deal with some of them regardless of whether we need them or not. You guys reminded me that mobs can't deal with fences. Mobs can't deal with fences in a similar way that casters can't deal with internal walls of buildings and stuff. So, yeah, we'll play with fences going forward. It's something that I should have been doing more of. Kind of manipulating the mobs, using the fences to keep ourselves safe and run the mobs around. I don't even think I need to cast Power Word Shield in this situation. Because we're going to do this. Okay, they got a hidden. Not a big deal. Who's next? Oh, we're too close to the fence. That's funny though that they can't jump over it. Absolutely hilarious. Here, we'll start. If we can just start on this side. Okay, so we'll let him come over. Very nice. I like it. I don't know that I've ever fought these guys out in this field like this, actually. I usually fight them north of the bridge in the little valley between the hills of the bridge. I realize this is a much better place for them. Hey, how'd you get me? That's not cool at all. Let's now what are you gonna do? Okay. What if I do this? Oh god, we got stuck. I don't know if that was worth it. That was a little bit of silliness, but it's fun anyway. We could definitely have used, like, damage over time to kite these guys around, but, you know, we're not dealing a lot of damage with Shadow Word Pain right now. If we were a Warlock, that kind of stuff would probably be easier. But we're not going to be a Warlock again. Not for a long, long time. The Warlock class I didn't really vibe well with it. Well, we have a quest to turn into Gordo, but he's in a disease cloud right now. I don't know if that's just his normal state. Maybe this doesn't turn into him. Collect. Oh, in the graveyard. Okay, we're going to the graveyard anyway to do the quest for our robe pretty soon, so let's fight a few more of these guys, and then we will just go over to the graveyard. Probably be a good idea to prioritize that stuff since it is a great quest. The The good thing about these guys is that they're dropping linen. Could be a good place to do some farming. I want to get the robe. Should have done that right away. See, this is the area that I usually fight these guys.
The dead shall serve.
Hello?
It's time to cover ourselves up a bit. Let's get our +1 spirit robe on.
Hello?
We could probably go ahead and vendor as well while we're here.
Goodbye.
What now? Victory for Sylvanas.
There we go. It looks much better. Covers up at least the bones in our knees, so works for me. Alright, back at it we go. We need one more putrid claw. We need some more duskbat pelts. We need to find... Oh, coarse thread we can just purchase from the trade goods vendor, so we don't need to worry about that one. We'll finish up these ones that are relatively close before we head out to the pumpkin patch and Maybe we'll ding level 10 on them before we head out. That would actually be amazing. We're gonna need those guys eventually, I know it. The Dark Hounds. We collect vials of blood or something for them, don't we? See, this is where Questy just solves all of these theoretical questions about Quest and when we pick them up and where they're at. Ouch. Alright, that's 5 out of 5 on the Dustbat Pelts. We need one more Putrid Claw. And there we go. Yeah, let's go turn these in. How is our bag space look? You know, I think we're good. Let's head out. I think we're okay. I know, famous last words. I think we're okay. Right, I think we're okay. We're not gonna do the Haunted Mill stuff yet. Not gonna do Deaths in the Family yet. Are the gnolls lower level than the Scarlet guys? Let's go check out the gnolls. Maybe we can do this section of the zone first. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. I don't really know. This is what I meant when I said I wasn't really familiar with Tearsfall Glades. I don't know the levels of the enemies and things of that nature. That is where Questy could really help us out. So maybe next time we'll try Questy and see how that goes. But I love your guys' feedback on it. I'd love to hear from you guys on how it does or does not affect the watchability of the playthrough for you. We're also looking for Doomweed. Not really certain where that's going to be, but we'll keep our eyes open for anything that looks like it may be a clickable. We are just running into all kinds of these guys instead of getting to where I thought we would maybe find some gnolls. Maybe we can avoid a little bit here. Here we go. Here's a knoll. It's a good start. They're level 7, so that's okay. I would say that the levels that we got over in Durotar are really going to help us here. Just kind of equalizes the playing field across all these quests. This is the grave site as well. I thought we had something specific to do with the grave site, but maybe not. Maybe they just mentioned the grave site. Either way, let's clear it out. These guys are dropping lots of linen as well. We're going to be doing pretty good. If we want to farm for linen, we can definitely do it anywhere here in Tirisfal Glades, it seems like. It's going to be really good for tailoring, let me say that. Okay, just another... Oh, there's some doomweed here. Nice. I think we'll be able to get the doomweed that we need up here. I see a few just around this area. Let's go ahead and loot some of these. Oh, we need 10 of them. Okay. So it's going to be a while. He wants a lot of weed. He doesn't want to run out again so soon, you know. He gets anxious when he starts to get low. It's because of his experiments, you know. He likes to be able to do his experiments in a timely manner. So when he can't do that, he gets stressed out. Got a guy directly behind us, which is not really what you like to see. Well, there we go. There's 8 out of 8 for the grave robbers. Now we need mongrels and some more ichor and lots of items. Definitely not the safest little area here. We might want to clear some of these guys out just to make it more palatable for us. It was good to come here, I think, first. These guys are lower level, some of them. That's 10 out of 10 on the Doom Weed. We're looking for mongrels. I think they're going to be mainly here at the farm. And so is our named guy. Don't know if the named guy is going to be an elite. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I don't think that he is. I don't think he... Well, maybe he would be. The quest doesn't say elite, does it? No, we don't have any elite quest. Do we not have the quest for the named guy? Maybe we don't. Could have been a wanted poster that I didn't grab. You're a gnoll. You're a mongrel. We need fortitude up. And we need a little bit of a better and safer positioning. Like maybe with this guy not right behind us would be cool. Oh wow, they're really easy to dupe. Oh, I didn't realize they were gonna strafe back and forth like that with us. Oh wow. That's tricky. I don't even know if I like utilizing that a lot. Not in that way at least. Let's see if we can get proof of concept again. I want to see if he does the same thing with us. No, this guy didn't. Let's wait till he gets down here. Okay, he didn't dance back and forth with us like the other one did. Oh, now he is. Yeah, now we got him. We've got him all kinds of confused. This is something we could do, like if we were gonna die and like there's a fence nearby, we should probably get used to doing stuff like this in order to survive. Like we could have regened a lot of mana by now, you know what I mean? We could have healed up. All kinds of stuff we could have done with the time that bought us. So maybe we use it as like a last ditch time purchasing technique, we'll call it. Time to live. We purchase our time to live by utilizing fences sometimes, and that'll be fine. Well, snap. We hit a phase change or something because that guy just disappeared while running at us. Mid-run, he vanished. Oh, we got level 8s incoming. Perfect. Okay, you remember that time purchasing technique that we were practicing? Yeah. Oh, good. Remember that technique we were practicing when we ran away really effectively? Let's do that one. Yeah, I like that one. If you want to throw down still, man, like, I'm down. Oh, that seems bad. Spirit reduced by 2. Well, thanks for nullifying, like, some of the spirit we just got on this piece of gear, buddy. I'm surprised that guy wanted to hang out for so long. I think that any of them can drop the embalming liquor, even just the regular gnolls that we don't really need. And I'm noticing that the Ichor is not a really big drop rate, so we will work on some of those guys as well as we see them, and not just the mongrels, which seem a little bit sparse. This is an enormous freaking field. Let me just point that out. It's absolutely huge. Maybe the biggest farm plot that I have seen in WoW, actually. Look at it. Yeah, they sure are not keen to drop that Ichor. I'm really curious about this building over here. I know that I shouldn't be, but I am. It intrigues me. Its shape, its solitude. The fact that the entrance is pointed away from us right here, that is intriguing. I think I need to know what's inside. Maggot Eye. Maggot Eye is not an elite. He's a level 10, and he looks like he's going to come with at least one ad if we're like super lucky. So we can wait on him a while, and the fact that I don't think I have the quest for him yet, he must be a wanted poster that I missed. I like the purpley effects on all of our spells that we're getting by having this Curse of Thule up. We actually look really cool with like the purple on top of the gold for all of our spell effects. I like that a lot. Oh, and it's gone. Right. Let's fence you while being like aware of what's going on behind us here. How are we doing? 5 out of 8. We still need lots of Ichor. This is where it would be cool to have a wand. Instead, we'll sit on here, regen for a minute here. We'll shield up. Alright, let's get our mana back, and then we're going to start working our way back down to the south as we try to get the last of our Ichor. Alright, there we go. That's 8 out of 8. We need to buy some coarse thread, and then we'll be able to turn a few of these in. Pretty successful, I feel like. I think these should ding us to level 10. If not, we'll go grind on some stuff for a little bit until we ding.
They'll all be mine in the end. I am forsaken.
Alright, the mill's overrun. The Scourge are trying to form a base at the Agamon Mills. If they do, then they can stage further attacks within Tirisfal. The orders have been given. The Scourge in the mills must be destroyed. Go to the mills, collect notched ribs from the rattle cage and cracked skull soldiers, and blackened skulls from the dark eye bonecasters.
Embrace the shadow.
Alright, we have lots of things to do with the mills now. Everything everywhere is yellow. Some of the guys for the quest in Duratar, some of the enemies are probably going to be green at this point.
I'm listening.
Is your task complete? Have you destroyed those dog things and drained them of their ichor? We have. There's 10. Forsaken duties. I need a fresh report from our Death Guard way station to the east. I must know if more Scourge forces have slipped past the bulwark and into Tirisfal. Our vigilance on the border to the Plaguelands must be maintained. We can't let the Scourge get a stronger foothold here. Travel south along the road and then east to the way station. Speak with Death Guard Linnea. She has the information I need.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
And the Prodigal Lich. Bether Ishard, a high-ranking and powerful mage in the Undercity to the south, commands me to send him an agent with proven worth against the Scourge. You, Rambles, will be that agent. Present these orders to Bether. He will then instruct you on your mission. I don't know its details, but it deals with recruiting a wayward Lich, and it will be dangerous. So ready yourself, priest. You must not fail. You're right, I must not fail, because if I fail, I'm probably dead. That goes to the Undercity, which is good because I think I want to go to the Undercity. I think I want to learn staves, right? I'm assuming we learn staves at the Undercity. Okay, so here we go. First, talent points. We are going into Spirit Tab. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 20% per point to gain 100% bonus to our Spirit after killing a target that yields experience. Mana will regen 50% faster while casting lasts 15 seconds. So yeah, it's going to be a big regen for us on our mana. We are going to go into that first. And yeah, we can kind of look around from there. We could reduce threat is not going to be needed for what we're doing. Improve Shadow Word Pain, increasing the duration could be good. Reduces their chance to resist our shadow spells would be great to put some points into. Reducing the cooldown on Fear. Reducing the cooldown on Mind Blast. Mind Flay. Slows their speed as they run up to us. Could be really useful. What else do we have here? I like this because, you know, you stack a couple of dots on them and then you're slowing them down as they run up to you. We don't have Devouring Plague in vanilla. That's like just missing one dot. But yeah, we'll take a look more as we go. Shadow Weaving, obviously, to increase our shadow damage. Vampiric Embrace. Healing for 20% healing on the damage that we do. Interesting, interesting. And then, of course, wand specialization here. Man, we might be doing some kind of like weird hybrid spec. I really want wand spec and improved power word shield. And I don't know how much I care about the other things in the discipline tree. Meditation would be great. Inner focus. When activated, reduce the mana cost of your next spell. Martyrdom gives you a 100% chance to gain the focus casting effect after being the victim of a melee. I don't want to be the victim of a melee or range crit strike, so no thank you. Improved mana burn, don't need that. Mental agility. Reduce the mana cost of our instant cast spells by, what is that going to be, 10% by the end of it? Oof. Big oof. We're going to have an interesting spec. Man, discipline is so alluring for all that mana regen. Because if we continue down it, we just get more things that give us regen. Okay, I'll have to do some thinking. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts too. We start with the flight point, so we don't need to grab that. Robert opens his map as if he's going to know where to go. Something I do want to do while we're here, I want to throw the light leather we have in the bank.
And you are...
There we go, let's save that. I don't think we'll need that, but I'll save it. Okay. And then Bethor is going to be in the mage quarter. Is there any other reason for us to be here? Not really. Can we do anything? Not really. I'm still not... I still need to look into this. That's not going to be good. Yeah, I need to look into getting a runed... A copper rod so I can make a runed copper rod. I'm hoping we can just buy it off a trade goods vendor, but I keep forgetting to check. I bought them on the auction house in the past. And I kind of just got adjusted to the idea that was what you had to do, but maybe it's not. Weapon Master, can you teach us staves?
What now?
Daggers. Do we have staffs already? Are we gonna have to go to, like, Thunderbluff to learn staves? Is that what's gonna happen? That's unfortunate. That's pretty much the most unfortunate thing I've heard of, if true. I really am not looking forward to a run to Thunderbluff, but I guess it's gonna have to happen eventually anyway to get the flight points and whatnot. We are gonna have to get that out of the way soon then, because yeah, being able to equip a staff would be great. I did not know that priests could equip daggers, even. So that's interesting. Daggers, maces, and staffs. Rank 3 of heal. We don't need res. We're never gonna need to train res. Mind Blast. Yes, please. Shadow Word Pain rank 2. Let's just grab Lesser Heal 3.
Trust no one.
So Mind Blast is going to blast the target for 39 to 43 damage and cause a high amount of threat. The threat, okay, great. Let's do that. So that is going to be on an 8-second cooldown right now. You have a quest. Touch of Weakness. Ah, young priestess, I am glad you have returned here. I would teach you a lesson you would do well not to forget. Oh, what did you teach us? Touch of Weakness. The next melee attack against the caster will cause 8 shadow damage and reduce... Wow. That's cool. I don't know that I've ever had that spell before. Very nice little bit of flavor. I'm still wondering though, where the heck is Bethor? Just not seeing this guy anywhere. Let's see. You will find him in the magic quarter of Undercity. Will I? Yeah, you'd think that you would, but I don't see him. Questy, guys. Questy. Here we go. I don't know, you know what? I don't even have Questy installed, I don't think, for Classic. Yeah, I'm not seeing this guy. Maybe he spawned somewhere else. I have a memory of seeing him. Oh, we're in the War Quarter. Oh, Robert, it's time to stop for the day. That's why. You know, I saw the priest, and I just kept thinking we must be in the magic quarter. There are priests here. So the priests are hanging out in the war quarter. Got it. Okay. I saw blue, my brain thought mage. I saw priest trainers, my brain thought mage quarter. And my brain then just didn't read the words or respond to 20 years of Undercity navigation. We are going to talk to Bethor, and then I think we are going to take a break here for today. It's a little bit of a longer one, but some of you guys were saying you could tell a lot from the episode length. Obviously, when it's 28 minutes, you probably know that I died. That won't always be the case. I'll be changing things up so that it's not as predictable as that going forward. So this is one of the longer ones, because that was the other thing you guys said, was that if it's a longer one, then chances are there that we might have died before level 10 and then re-rolled. So, yeah, I'll be changing up the episode lengths a little bit more. Going forward to keep things fresh. Don't want to become super predictable. Greetings. Either you do not know who I am, or your business with me is urgent, because if neither of these were true, then you would not be foolish enough to disturb me. Ah, you are the agent sent by Magistrate Severin, and yes, your business with me is crucial. I trust Severin has mustered someone suitable for my task, but we shall see. There is a lich who dwells on the island in Brightwater Lake to the north. Although he is free-willed forsaken, he believes all other undead are scourge, and has his minions attack anyone who approaches him. Just because he is forsaken, the queen will want him, and if he is skilled in necromancy, then his knowledge would be quite useful to us. To discover his identity and his talents, I must see his spellbook, steal into his camp and acquire it, and then return it to me.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Okay. Alright guys, we are going to take that break here. I think I am going to hearth us back. Oh, 3-minute cooldown. What can we do in 3 minutes? Not a whole heck of a lot, but maybe we can go into our tailoring here and we can make a bunch of bolts of linen cloth. That sounds like something worthwhile. And then next time we can start to actually craft some stuff. It's going to be great when we can start crafting some greens so that we can start disenchanting them. So that maybe one day we get to have a wand. We could get a random wand drop. It happens sometimes. Usually it happens when you're playing a character that doesn't need one. And then of course, you know, usually you'd put it on the auction house, but we are 0 auction house. We are auction house free for this one. Alright, so that's a little bit of progress. I am still curious about this copper rod, so maybe we should run and go find a trade goods vendor really quick just to check that off the list. Who else would have it? Would there be like a blacksmithing specific vendor that could maybe have it? I feel like, I don't know, it's the copper rod thing is kind of confusing. I think the only people who need it are us, right? Does anybody else use the copper rods? Oh, hello.
What is it?
Wand vendor. Lowest level wand is level 15. So if nothing else, we can get one at level 15 for 33 silver. Which I'm hoping by then will not be too much silver for us to afford.
Our time will come.
Oops, I was trying to get over here to see if maybe there was a blacksmithing vendor. Basically, I need to figure out if I'm even going to be able to do enchanting without access to the auction house. And then if not, we need to pivot into something else. Gun merchant, blacksmithing supplies.
What now?
Okay, nothing from him.
Our time will.
So it's either on the basic trade goods vendor, or we can't. Or we can't get it. Let's head back to the inn and we'll find the trade goods vendor there and we'll take a look. We need to buy a coarse thread anyway to get that one turned in. Trade goods vendor I think was maybe outside here.
I have exactly.
Oh, thank God. Look at that. We should probably buy like a bunch of these to do some crafting. Let's make that now. We need that, and let's just get it done. That's a big relief that we will actually be able to do some enchanting.
Victory for Sylvanas.
This must be upstairs. There we go.
And you are. Do not see.
Alright guys, level 10 and still kicking. I feel good. We've spent our first talent points. Haven't really gotten ourselves into any situation that didn't seem like we could easily get out of. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident so far. I think the next stuff we're going to do is, yeah, it's going to be the Fields of Grief. We'll do Fields of Grief and War with the Scarlet Crusade. And after that, though, we're going to head back over into Durotar to deal with some of the lower level stuff over that way. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys are having fun on the Priest. I definitely love the class. I think we're going to have a great time. And I'm very excited to start getting deeper and deeper into things here with you guys. So thank you so much for clicking on the video and for being here. If you're digging the series, subscribing to the channel and leaving a like would help me out immensely. And I would greatly appreciate you. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.